Hello, you guys. Happy Sunday. So, I am here to give another reading. This will pretty much be whatever comes out type of reading. So, y'all know the drill. Take what resonates, leave what does not. And I hope that this message is able to help someone. Also, if I pause in between, um, it's a little silent, just don't be alarmed. I'm channeling as much information as possible. So bear with me. It could be male or female. I got this energy earlier, but I was like, I didn't know if I was going to have to make a longer video than 10 minutes, but I'm going to try to wrap this up in this 10 minutes. You may be a masculine or feminine energy, and you may be on the spiritual awakening journey. And at this point in your journey, you may have found yourself doing two things. You may be wanting to learn more 1, 2, 3 on the timer, or 113 could be significant. So like you're diving into more documentaries about history. It's like you have this hunger for wanting to know more. 144 on the timer, so you definitely could be seeing that number this week. You may also just overall feel like you're in the energy. 155 on the timer. You may feel like it's like a what the fuck is going on. Like, how can I put this? You may feel like the conversations are old. The people you used to hang out with, or like that you're normally hanging out with, that's getting old. There's this indescribable shift that's happening inside of you. You don't necessarily know what this is. Like the things you were once connected to, or 2, 3, 4 on a timer, or that like made sense to you, it doesn't make sense to you anymore, or like everything seems fake. Like everyone seems fake. Like I don't know if that this is probably gonna be specific for somebody. Probably a handful of you. I don't feel like this is gonna be the entire collective that's on this timeline. I do feel like just in general across the globe, people are starting to wake up. That there's a mass majority of people that I feel are starting to kind of smell the coffee and open up. Like they're going on their soul's evolution, etc. So we're all in different parts of our journey, but I feel for you, it's almost like the veil has been lifted from your eyes, and what made sense before is starting not to make sense now. Like what used to wow you and grab your attention, it doesn't now. If it's specific friends or coworkers or conversations of certain topics, you're finding yourself uninterested, disconnected, like totally disconnected from certain people, places, and things. And you're trying to figure out, okay, what is in fact going on with me? Why do I wasn't acting like this before, or I wasn't like this a week ago? What is happening? And why all of a sudden does this shit not make sense? Or I know this person is talking to me but about such and such, but why do I feel like they full of shit and they lying? Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like that's what it's almost like your intuition is coming online. Your senses, the senses that you ignored before, you can no longer ignore them, and they're coming online, and you're trying to adjust to everything. especially your third eye. Your third eye may have just gotten activated within the last month, or I'm getting somewhere between this week and last week. Fairly current, fairly new that this has been happening. And so just for a while now, you've just tried to figure out, okay, well, if I feel this way, if I feel like disconnected like this, why do I feel disconnected like this? Like, what is happening to me? And I feel like what I'm hearing is this is a part of your awakening process. A lot of it is not going to make sense. It's not going to make sense before it does. Is what I just heard. It's not going to make sense before it does. That was very clear. So for a certain period of time, you might feel like this. You might feel like you still have one foot in the 3D, but then the other foot is somewhere on the spiritual side. Like, it's half and half. I feel like that's going on with you right now. But more so, I feel like the reason why you want to know more knowledge, the reason why you have all these questions, or like you're starting to have all these questions about spirituality, about the evolution of our soul, and the, maybe even the afterlife, history that maybe wasn't taught in school, politics. That's something that's coming up as well. Like, you're wanting to know just why. Why is everything like it is? Why are we here? Why, like, and if we're here and we have all, like, if we're gifted, then why isn't everyone awoken? Like, that's another question that I feel like is popping up in your head. Like, to you, you're wanting to know why, to what end? Like, to what end does all of this mean? I hope that made sense. You just have a lot of questions. And so I feel like because your soul is waking up, you are going to become disconnected from the 3D. Mostly because your soul has become activated, so you're not gonna, like, what you used to resonate with. Your soul is waking up and your conscious mind is waking up. So with that being said, because you are starting to become a little bit more aware, like literally awakening, 8:08 on the timer, 8:11 on the timer, you're not going to resonate with what you used to resonate with who you used to resonate with. You are going to be on this constant thing of wanting to learn more. And that's going to probably be that way throughout your entire journey. I know we ascend so many times and till we get to a certain level, but I'm still figuring out what that is myself. But for the most part, when you first start your awakening, yeah, you're going to feel like this. So I really feel like what you're being guided to do is just allow the flow of what's happening. Allow yourself to learn what you need to learn. Allow yourself to not feel like you have to rush, especially during your healing process. I feel like some of you are definitely stepping into that journey, or you've already been in it. 9:11 on the timer. You're not going to know everything. And a lot of it is not going to make sense at all, but take your time. Take your time and don't rush the process. Like I said, it's not going to make sense to you right now. Maybe later it will, but right now, no. There's more I need to say, but I'm going to make part 2. So check out part 2.